Ich häng!
A box full of darts. Each has a needle and can be loaded with drugs.
Eieiei.
An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these. Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving.
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
To earn big, you have to spend big.
Drohbrief. Du elendige Schiffsratte. Glaubst du etwa, du könntest meine Familie ausnehmen, mein Geld stehlen, meine Tochter ausnutzen? Das hört ab sofort auf. Deine kümmerliche Karriere ist zu Ende. Eine allerletzte Warnung gestehe ich dir noch zu. Solltest du dich weigern, mir zu gehorchen, wirst du auf dem Grund des Meeres enden. Gillen.
Mr. Gilden wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty.
Well...
Additional earnings to sweeten the victory. An interesting place for a message to a champion. Old betting slips. Paul always bets on Whirlpool. One victory after another. Bloodied bandages.
Ich habe den Schlüssel gefunden. Im Whirlpool befand sich ein Behälter mit Fallen in einwandfreiem Zustand. Verdächtigte Nachricht. Du wirst dich an unsere Abmachung halten. Glaub mir, du willst ganz sicher nicht einfach aussteigen. Du musst uns frische Ware für unsere Teegesellschaft besorgen. Solltest du Fragen haben, kannst du dich an die Jungs wenden, die dich beim Rennen im Auge behalten werden. Theodor Gilden drohte mit dem Ruin der Segelkarriere, falls Paul die Beziehung mit Imogen fortführt. Dann gehen wir da mal hin und fragen sie, was der Scheiß das soll. Der läuft so komisch die Treppe hoch. Imogen, sag mal. Was soll das?
I don't have any thoughts on this.
Und
I
das?
have nothing to say about this.
Have you
Das?
seen what your father sent to Paul?
This is despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me.
Imogen schockierte es zu lesen, auf welche ruppige Weise ihr Vater Miss Perks gedroht hatte.
Are you aware that Paul smuggles drugs for a dangerous gang?
Mr. Holmes, I've already told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door. I have to leave you for now.
Altstadt. Heidanei, also das ist ein langer Auftrag, du. Da hat er kein Ende. Also, Altstadt. Wir haben da nicht alles gefunden, ne? Was übersehe ich? Och, mein Gott, ey.
undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think. A typical tea tin. I wonder what he has for biscuits.
Im Lagerraum stieß ich auf den Beweis dafür, dass Paul in organisierte Kriminalität verwickelt ist. Er schmuggelt psychotrope Substanzen auf der Yacht. Super. Toll. Was ein Held.
Oi,
Oh Gott.
hands off my possessions before you lose your fingers. Are you illiterate? The rules are written everywhere.
Ah, Mr. Perks, the cabin boy himself.
Champion, you mean? I was right. You are illiterate. I think a couple of shiners might teach you. One last chance. Who are you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, a friend of our mutual acquaintance, Miss Imogen.
Look, you artichoke. Imogen has no friends. Except for me.
If you must try to insult people, it's better to know the meanings of the words that you're using.
You fancy you could teach a sailor to swear? Go ahead. Show me how inventive you are.
Stand still for a moment.
Kaum sichtbarer Adamsapfel. Weiblich. Ha! Was? Verbundener Arm. Gewalteinwirkung oder Unfall. Breite Hüften und Oberschenkel. Ausgeprägter weiblicher Körper. What? Geschwollener Ellbogen erlitt harten Schlag. Paul Perks ist in Wahrheit eine Frau, die sich als Mann verkleidet, um so einen besseren gesellschaftlichen Stand zu haben. Sie nutzt die Privilegien der Männerwelt, um ihre persönlichen Ziele zu erreichen. Unter dem Deckmantel ihrer Seglerkarriere betreibt sie Schmuggel für Banden auf Cordona. Ihr verletzter Arm spiegelt die Gefährlichkeit ihres Lebens als Schmugglerin wider. Sie wirkt grundsätzlich furchtlos und gerät aufgrund ihrer Verbindungen zur Unterwelt immer wieder in Schwierigkeiten. Ich bin der Meinung, sie hat sich als Paul ihren Platz in der Welt verdient. Ich sehe keine Veranlassung, ihr Geheimnis preiszugeben. Paul Perks ist in Wahrheit eine Frau, die sich als Mann verkleidet, bla bla bla. Sie steckt alle Energie in ihren Sport, auch wenn sie dabei hin und wieder kleinere Unfälle auf dem Meer erleidet. Schrammen und ein verletzter Arm sind Ehrenzeichen dieser gefährlichen Sportart. Sie ist eine furchtlose Seglerin und nicht willens aufzugeben, auch wenn sie dafür einen hohen Preis zahlen muss und dies eigentlich nur Männer vorbehalten. Na, sie ist schon eine Schmugglerin.
So, a woman wishes to become a real criminal, and smuggling is a stepping stone towards that? Is there not enough prestige in yachting? Or is it easier to compete with other fools like yourself? Everyone has a starting pistol, just shoot and run.
Don't say a word. I don't know where you're getting half of this nonsense, but you're on some thin ice here that I'm willing to crack.
Damn you, Paul. I'm sick of... Who's this peacock? Does he know who I am?
I definitely know who you are not. You're not a dictionary reader, at least. I wanted to see how you... pals interact with each other in your natural habitat. But I'm afraid I have to interfere.
Scheiße. Wusste ich doch, dass das aussieht wie eine Arena. Wait a minute, please. Paul Perks gegen Schuppenwand geprallt. Paul Perks Ellenbogenverletzung könnte einer Kollision mit dem Schuppenwand auf Theodors Gillens Anwesen herrühren.
I'm coming for you.
Ich weiß gar nichts mehr.
I'm gonna hurt you.
too simple.
Was ist X jedes Mal, ey?
I'm coming for you. I'll put you 6 feet under.
Dein Ernst?
The snuff's
Mach
ready.
doch!
I'm
Gott,
coming.
ey.
You're dead.
Ernsthaft? Deine Fresse! Du nervst mich.
Take a rest, my...
Give him the pepper snuff.
No more crime for you.
The snuff's ready.
The snuff's ready. My lord! Ja, okay, alles klar, danke.
Take this.
Ja, was?
Dodge this.
Time to knock this guy out. He's all yours now. Go for it.
I couldn't miss the party. I'm coming.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Scheiße.
I'm coming for
Oh
you.
Mann, Leute, ihr könnt es doch nicht machen. Das ist kein Xbox-Controller.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Oh man.
Ich häng!
Nein. Nein, 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 nein. Ich will nicht sterben. Bitte nicht.
No, you killed him.
Ja.
Eat lead.
What the f... Alter. Junge, Rasse. Mein Gott. Oh, mach doch. Der macht einfach nicht, was ich will. What the f... Alter.
The snuff's ready.
Ja, jetzt irgendwann mal,
Put you
oder?
6 feet under.
You can overcome the brute now.
No more crime for you until next month.
I'm coming.
Junge.
I thought we were against murder.
You fought?
And there's no reward for risking our lives.
Paul's explanation will suffice.
Kein Bock, die alle am Leben zu lassen.
Ich wurde von Kriminellen angegriffen, die hinter Paul, Miss Perks her waren. Sie schuldet mir eine Erklärung. Kotzkrampf.
Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes. I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
Don't call me that. I'm a champion. I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning. Do champions not need to practice?
You've talked with them already. No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me. And then I had to honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
This business of yours, you should be more careful. Ruining your life at such a young age is ridiculous.
I am careful. Except for you, no one has noticed where I store the smuggled goods. If the police arrive, there's no link to me. It's common storage, not exclusively mine. I don't know what you're suggesting. I'm clueless.
A. Swift. Are you familiar with this name? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that Cortona has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination.
I don't know what you're suggesting. I don't know what you're suggesting.
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite expensive to compete in yachting. Sometimes I cut corners.
Such as fixing whirlpool yourself?
Exactly. And sometimes I just have to pay. That's how I earn money. I don't sell slaves or take the last mangear from a poor family.
Betreibt nebenher Schmuggel für eine kriminelle Bande. Sie erachtet dies als notwendiges Übel, um für die Kosten ihrer wahren Leidenschaft aufkommen zu können, Yachtsegeln.
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words or something more serious?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen. and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men.
Ich hasse ja meine Nachbarn. Ne?